Namaste, everybody. I'm Tamal Dodge. This is Kate Clark. She's going to be my assistant / model demo person today. We're going to start with our feet a little wider than hips width apart, squatting in Malasana. We'll take our elbows to the insides of the knees, prying the inner thighs open, taking your hands at prayer, Anjali Mudra in front of the heart, and we close the eyes. You can either do it without a prop, or you can do what Kate's doing, where you have a block underneath your sit bones. Some of us will use a stack of books if you have that. Otherwise, bring all of our awareness to our inhales and our exhales. Smoothing out the breath. Finding our natural current of oxygen. We'll take a big inhale through the nose. Hold your breath at the top. Out of the mouth. Again, inhale deeply through the nose, holding at the peak. Let it go. Go back to breathing through the nose. Make your breath sound like you're fogging a mirror with your mouth shut. Finding the audible ujjayi. We'll blink our eyes open. Take your right arm out to the right. Set your right fingertips on the floor. Reach your left arm up to the sky, opening. We're just stretching the left pectoralis, the front of the left shoulder, the anterior deltoid, creating that little rotation in the spine. And breathe. We come back to center. Take your hands at prayer in front of the heart. Reset. Then switch sides. Left finger set out to the left. Right arm reaches up to the sky. Fanning open the whole front side of the upper torso, the upper carriage. Come back to center. Take your hands at prayer in front of the heart. Then set your hands on the floor. Straighten your legs. Go into a standing forward fold. Heel toe your feet in. You can move your block or books if you have them. Take an inhale and glance out. Climb onto the fingers or hands up the shins. Then exhale, fold your body forward. Two more. Inhale, glance out. Ardha. Exhale, fold in Utthana. One more. Inhale. Exhale, put a bend in your knees, take your arms behind your back, interlace your fingers, pull your arms to the sky, and then maybe straighten the legs. And breathe. Notice if all of your body weight is resting in the heels. See if you can drift a little more attention towards your toes so your hips line up over your ankles. Do the exact same kind of interlace, but with the opposite pinky, opposite thumb on top. The smallest shift is going to help impact what you're feeling and experiencing in the shoulders. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, release your hands down to the ground. Inhale, glance out once again. Then exhale, fold in. This time, bend your right leg. Reach with your right hand and grab the outer left ankle. Reach your left arm up to the sky. Yes. We're using the slack in the right leg as a safety net for the lower back. Then we're getting longer through the sides of the waist, longer through the sides of the neck. Breathe. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, switch sides. Left hand grabs the outer right ankle, right arm grabs the ceiling, left knee bends slightly. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, hands down, legs straight. Find your way to downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. So once you're in down dog, you can pedal out the legs, shift your weight side to side, do any fidgeting that feels really good. Then we settle with the legs hips width, the arms shoulder width. The forearms should lift, and the upper outer arms wrap down. The belly vacuums in, then we elevate the hips up and back. Let's drift to plank, top of a push-up. Stack the shoulders over the wrists. You can always do this from your knees. The index fingers glide forward so the whole inner palm is rooted down. The forearms are not only squeezing inward, but they turn inward as well. So they're not just going in, but there's a rotation of the radius and ulna towards the midline. Then the upper part of your arm, the humerus, is going to wrap back. And all that word jugglery is going to help you secure your shoulder girdle. Now the belly goes in, the tailbone scoops towards the inner thighs, the chest draws forward. A few more breaths. Take a big inhale, then exhale, downward facing dog. So we'll run through a few basic vinyasas. On an inhale, drift to plank, and as you exhale, lean out, lower chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, maybe upward facing dog. Then exhale, downward facing dog. 2 more. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. 1 more, just breath cues. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. So we'll lift your right leg up, bend the right knee and open up the hip. Think about lifting your left armpit more so it squares the torso. Come up high on your left toes, lunge your right foot between your hands. Drop the left knee to the floor, release your left toes, and take a moment to scoot the left leg further back, and then reach your arms to the sky for a low lunge. If you feel some discomfort in the left knee, you can always fold the corner of your mat up and slide it under the left leg for extra padding. Otherwise, our hips are sinking forward and down, but we're pulling the right hip bone away from the right thigh bone. Framing in the outer hips, the outer glutes. Taking the front ribs in and down so the back ribs start to lift up away from the kidneys. The arms get a little straighter and closer together as you wrap the triceps forward. We breathe. Take a big inhale, then exhale, hands come down. Tuck your back toes, pick up your back knee, find plank. Let's lower chaturanga. Inhale, back bends. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's lift the left leg up, bend the knee and open up the hip. Think about squaring the torso a bit. Come up high on the right toes. Lunge the foot between the hands. Drop the right knee, release your right toes, scoot the right leg back, then reach to the sky. So again, if you feel some irritation or sensitivity in that right patella, you can always fold the corner of your mat up and slide it under the leg for extra padding. The hips are traveling forward and down. The left hip bone's pulling away from the left thigh bone. Not only is the front ribs going in, but the bottom tip of your sternum, the xiphoid, draws down as the top part of the sternum lifts up. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, hands come down. Tuck your back toes, pick up your back knee, find plank. Let's lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take an inhale through your nose. Hold your breath at the top. Stick out your tongue and let it go. Let's lift the right leg up. Bend the knee and open up the hip. Come up high on the left toes. Lunge your right foot between your hands. Drop the left knee again. Release your left toes. Scoot the left leg back. Left hand's on the mat, the right arm reaches up to the sky. Now we turn the right hand down and reach over the head. Lengthen. I like to press the earth away with the left palm, so I'm creating space between the left trapezius and the left ear, so we're not crunching, we're expanding. Then we wrap the right tricep down, hide the right hip towards the left. Inhale, reach your right arm up. Exhale, right hand down. Tuck the back toes, pick up the back knee, swing the front leg back to plank. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's lift the left leg up, bend the knee, open up the hip. Come up high in the right toes, lunge the left up between the hands. Drop the right knee, release the right toes, scoot the right leg back. The right hand's planted on the floor, the left arm reaches up to the sky. Then we turn the left hand down, reach overhead. Think about taking your shoulder blades and crawling them down the back. Sinking into the front knee so it rests at 90, then hiding the left hip. Inhale, reach your left arm up. Exhale, left hand comes down. Tuck your back toes, pick up your back knee, find plank and lower chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's come up high in the toes. Bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step or hop. Inhale, glancing out. Exhale, folding in. Inhale, open the arms and rise to standing. Circle the arms overhead, palms kiss. Prayer in front of the heart. Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, fold your body forwards. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step or jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So like always, we're going to run through a few rounds of these just to gain our momentum in our practice. It'll also help us methodically warm our bodies up. Let's come up high in the toes, bend the knees, look forward, exhale, step or spring. Inhale, glance out. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, open the arms and rise. Exhale, prayer in front of the heart. Inhale, reach. Exhale to fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step or jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more round, come in. Bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step or spring. Inhale, glance out. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, open the arms and rise. Exhale, prayer in front of the heart. Here we go. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, glance out. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So we did these modified versions with the knee down before. Now we're going to do all those same poses, but without the knee down, without the simplification. Let's lift the right leg up, bend the knee and open up the hip. That's where Kate goes, uh-oh. Come up high in the left toes, lunge the right foot between your hands. Stay on the ball of the back foot. Come up crescent. If you feel like you're on a tightrope, you can always walk your right foot a little bit to the right, staggering the stance. We press the right calf to the right shin. We soften the back leg and search for the posterior tilt, the tailbone going under. The outer hips framing in. The arms stretching up, but not the shoulders. The shoulders soften down. And then we just hang out in it. You know, like when we want to make friends with somebody, we've got to get to know them a little bit, right? So get to know your crescent pose. Sometimes I like to invite my crescent pose over to my house, have a candlelight dinner, we talk it over. Maybe we watch a movie with crescent pose. Sometimes we invite Warrior 2 to come along. Take a big inhale, and as you exhale, hands come down. Let's step back. Let's lower chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's lift the left leg up, bend the knee, open up the hip, come up high on the right toes. Lunge your left foot between the hands. Stay on the ball of the back foot. Rise, crescent, reach to the sky. We sink into the front leg, we soften the back leg. The tailbone drops and then scoops under. The frontal hip points lift. With every exhale, think about pulling in your pelvic floor, a Kegel Mula Bandha, and then drawing in the stomach, Uddiyana Bandha, lifting the chest. Notice if your head is hanging forward. This is called anterior head carriage. You want to tuck your chin back and in for Jalandhara Bandha. It works your deep neck flexors. My goal is to do funny faces and move my body so that our camera guy always has to burst out and laugh. Take a big inhale. Then exhale, hands come down. Let's step back. Let's lower chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Exhale, lunge the right foot between the hands. Stay on the ball of the back foot. Left hand's on the mat. Right arm reaches to the sky. Turn the right hand down, reach over your head. So now you see what I mean by we started with the modified, then we go to the unmodified. Keep pressing the left thigh bone into the hamstring. So there's a lot of juice in that back leg. A lot of carrot, wheatgrass, and ginger juice. We hide the right hip. We get long to the side body. Whenever I see Kate at the yoga studio, she always has like a liter of carrot juice with beet juice and green juice and turmeric, all the juices. So you know she's got juice in that back leg right now. It's loaded up. Inhale, reach your right arm up. Exhale, right hand comes down. Let's step back. Let's lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg, bend the knee, open up the hip. Exhale, lunge the left up between the hands. Stay on the ball of the back foot, right hand's on the mat, left arm reaches up to the sky. Turn the left hand down, reach over your head, lengthen. Notice if you're buckling in that right shoulder. Press the earth away with the right palm. It's very common for us to let our neck and head just kind of hang and droop, creating an unnecessary lateral flexion of the neck. So get long through the sides of the neck. If you need to look up or down, that's always another option. Inhale, reach your left arm up. Exhale, left hand down. Let's step back to plank. Let's lower chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take another big inhale through your nose. Hold your breath at the top. Stick out your tongue, let it go. Come up high in the toes, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step or spring. Inhale, glance out. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, chair pose, sit low, reach high, Utkatasana. Exhale, stand up. Same exhale, prayer in front of the heart. Here we go. Inhale, chair pose, B series. Exhale, fold. Inhale, glance out. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose. Step it through, back heel down. Inhale, rise, warrior pose. Exhale, hands come down. We step back, we lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose. Step it through. Inhale, rise, Virabhadrasana. Exhale, hands come down, chaturanga, dandasana. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more round. Una mas, ichiban. It's the only other language that I know how to say one. Let's come up high in the toes. Bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step or hop. Inhale, glance out. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, stand. Same exhale, prayer in front of the heart. Here we go. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale to fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose. Step it through. Inhale, rise, warrior pose. Exhale, hands come down. We step back, we lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose. Step it through. Inhale, rise, warrior one. Exhale, hands come down. We step back, we lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. How you doing, Kate? Good, good. Let's drift to plank and let's lower to your belly. Rest your chin or forehead onto the ground. Reach your arms back. Palms will face down onto the mat. Now on an inhale, lift your chest, your head, your arms, your legs. You're just balancing on your hips and pubic bone. Notice how your heels want to come close and your toes splail out. Do the opposite. Toes get a little closer, heels move outward. That'll help us spin the inner thighs up towards the sky. Now scoop your tailbone towards your inner thighs so you feel your pubic bone press into the floor. This will help take it out of the lower back. Take a big inhale. Then exhale, set it down, chin or forehead onto the earth. Keep your arms reaching back. We're going to do a few more reps. Inhale, lift everything. Inner thighs spin up, tailbone scoops towards the legs. Then come on down. Two more. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, lowering. One more. Inhale, lifting. Hold here, bend your knees, reach back, grab a hold of your ankles. Drive your shin bones back as you lift your chest more. Dhanurasana. Notice if the knees are flailing wide apart. See if you can bring the inner knees closer together. Take a big inhale. Then exhale, let it all go. Place your hands underneath your shoulders and find child's pose. Sit on the heels, forehead to the earth, catch your breath. Let's extend your arms forward. Let's come onto all fours, your hands and knees. Wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Take your right arm up to the sky. Now like you're threading a needle, take your right arm under and across your body towards the left. Drop your right shoulder and ear to the floor. Then you're going to slide your left arm forward and climb onto your left fingertips. Should feel really good in the right shoulder. Should have this mild rotation in the upper and mid spine. Breathe. Let's come back to all fours. Reach the left arm up to the sky. Thread the needle. Take the left arm under and across towards the right. Drop the left shoulder and ear to the floor. Slide the right arm forward and climb onto the right fingertips. Come back to all fours. Wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Extend the right leg behind you. Dorsiflex your right foot. Reach your left arm forward in front of you in a handshake fashion. Bend your right leg. Reach back with the left hand. Catch the ankle. Drive the right shin bone back as you lift your chest more. Breathe. If you feel really off balance, chances are the structure's a little off. We want to make sure the right wrist is directly underneath the right shoulder. Take a big inhale, and as you exhale, reach your arm forward, extend the leg back, pause here. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, set it all down. Cat-cows, inhale, lift the head, dip the belly. Exhale, tuck and round, back and forth on your own. Just a little medium intense class today. A schmedium class. Let's come to a flat back, extend the left leg behind you, Reach the right arm forward in front of you. Bend your left leg, reach back with the right hand, catch the ankle. Drive the left shin bone back as you lift your chest more. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, reach your arm forward, extend the leg back. Take another inhale, and then exhale, set it all down. Turn your fingers to point towards your knees, so you reverse the position of your hands. Now inhale, lift the head, dip the belly, then exhale, tuck and round, back and forth. So it's the same cat-cows, we're just altering the position of our arms so we stretch the wrists, the muscle fibers in the forearms, and the biceps. Come to a flat neutral back, turn your fingers to point forward, tuck the toes, lift the knees, find downward facing dog. So from down dog, we'll lift the right leg up, bend the knee, open up the hip. Come up behind the left toes, flip your dog, drop the right foot to the left, take the right hand off the mat, reach it up and overhead, lift from the chest. Always trying to find more of an upper back bend here versus a lower back bend. Come back to the three-legged dog, right hand to the mat, right leg to the sky, square the hips, lunge the right foot between the hands, back heel down, lead with the left arm, come up warrior two. So we widen the stance. We want your right thigh parallel with the floor. Set up front heel to back heel, and let your back foot turn in at about just 10 degrees, and then press the left thigh bone into the hamstring. Your arms should press down, but they don't drop, and then the belly lifts, the chest lifts. Place your right forearm on top of your right quadricep, turn your left hand down, reach over your head. And breathe. Those of you who are looking for an extra challenge, you can always reach your right arm forward as well, so both arms reach out. Go, Kate, go, Kate. Come up warrior two. Straighten your front leg. Extend your right arm forward more, so you're lengthening the right side waist, then place the right hand on the right shin, floor block, left arm up. The right big toe presses down. Maybe you lift the other 4 toes up on that foot. The outer edge of the back foot seals down, so the inner left arch, calf, and thigh lifts. I like to keep a microscopic bend in the right knee. So the right leg looks straight, but it's not. You can feel it. Then the outer right calf, thigh, and hip hugs in. Turn your left hand down, reach over your head. You either stay right here, or those of you who want that extra little something, that extra little cayenne pepper thrown into the pose, you reach your right arm forward. Here's some Ayurveda trivia. Did you know sometimes Ayurvedic medicine, they'll tell you to put cayenne in your socks. I wish I was joking, but that's actually real. I've never tried it. Sounds like it burns. Let's come up to warrior two. Oh. Place your right fingers down on the outside of the right shin and calf on the floor. Turn your left hand down, reach over your head. Press the outer right leg against the inner right arm. That's going to help carve that right sit bone under and encourages the open twist, the open rotation. And breathe. Reach the left arm up. We'll take the left hand to the left hip bone. Look 12 inches in front of you. Place your right fingers there. Take your back foot off of the ground. Maybe a little hop and a skip and a shuffle to get there. Heavy in the right big toe. Stack the left side on top of the right. Dorsiflex your left foot. Then reach your left arm up to the sky. Here we are, Ardha Chandrasana. Take a big inhale, and as you exhale, only set the left hand down, square your hips towards the floor, Walk your hands towards your right leg, get close. Slide the right hand to the right, slide the left hand to the left. Dip your chest, your sternum, towards the right shin and knee. Let your elbows bend and flare out to the sides. Urdhva Prasrita Ekapadasana. Draw your chest forward. Bend your right leg so that your ribs cradle the right knee and quad, but keep the left leg straight. Take your hands at prayer in front of the heart. I know, so many poses in this sequence. Where are we going? We're going into bliss mode. That's where we're going. On an inhale, stand up. And as you exhale, set the left foot next to right. Shake it out. Ai Chihuahua. Let's inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, fold your body forward. Inhale, glance out. But as you exhale, just fold, squat down to your tiptoes. Let's do Crow Bakasana. So feet together, knees wide. Wedge your triceps against the shins. Plant the palms. Lift your butt. Chaturanga the arms. One or both feet lift. Little cat pose in your upper back. Step back, shoot back, float back. Give it what you got. After the vinyasa, we all meet in downward facing dog. Let's lift the left leg up. Bend the knee, open up the hip, come up high in the right toes. Flip your dog, drop the left foot to the right, take the left hand off the mat, reach it up and overhead. Find the upper back bend, the lifting of the heart. Let's come back to the three-legged dog, left hand to the mat, left leg to the sky, square the hips. Lunge the foot between the hands, turn your back heel down, lead with your right arm, come up, warrior two. So again, we widen the stance a lot. We want the left thigh bone parallel with the floor, then we set up front heel to back heel. The back foot turns in a little bit like 10 degrees. We're pressing the right thigh bone into the hamstring. Place your left forearm on top of the left quad. The left palm will face up. The right arm reaches over your head. The front ribs start to hug in. Now you either stay here, or those of you who want the cayenne in your socks, you reach your left arm forward. Imagine if it was like wool socks, something really warm already, and then you threw the cayenne in. Come back up, warrior two. Straighten your front leg, extend your left arm forward, then place the left hand on the left shin, floor, or a block, right arm up. So we're always looking at what's in contact with the floor. That's where we start our adjusting. The left big toe glues down, then the other four toes lift up. The outer edge of the back foot seals down, so the back foot does the opposite of the front foot. We find a little buoyancy in the left knee joint. As the left hip hugs in, the inner right thigh spins back and the right thigh bone presses back. The top arm reaches overhead. The front ribs go in. If you want extra, reach your bottom arm forward as well. Come back up, warrior two. Place your left hand down on the outside of the left shin and calf. Climb onto the left fingers. Turn the right hand down, reach overhead. Press the outer left leg against the inner left arm. Wrap the right tricep down. Knit the front ribs in towards the back body. Breathe. Reach your right arm up. Take the right hand to the right hip bone. Look about 12 inches in front of you. Place your left fingers there. Take your back foot off of the ground. Stack the right side on top of the left. Dorsiflex the right foot, then reach your right arm up. Stay heavy in that left big toe. If you put all the weight in the pinky toe side of the left foot, you start looking like you have coals underneath your feet. Like you're running at a Tony Robbins walk across the coal thing. I secretly want to do that one day, just run across some hot coals and see what happens. Take a big inhale, and as you exhale, only set the right hand down. Square the hips. Walk your hands towards your left leg, get close. Slide the left hand to the left, slide the right hand to the right. Cup the floor with the fingers, then dip your chest, your sternum to the left shin bone. Keep what you got. Draw your chest forward. Bend the left knee enough so that your ribs cradle the left knee and quad, but keep your right leg straight. Take your hands at prayer in front of the heart. Warrior 3. On an inhale, stand up. And as you exhale, set the right foot next to the left. Shake it out. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. But as you exhale, just fold, squat down in your tiptoes. Kropakasana. Feet together, knees wide. Wedge the triceps against the shins. Plant the palms. Lean forward, chaturanga your arms. Round like a cat in your upper back. One or both feet lift. Step back, shoot back, float back after you've taken the vinyasa. We all meet in downward facing dog. Take an inhale through the nose. Hold your breath at the top. Out of the mouth. Keep your feet where they are. Walk your hands to your feet, to the back of your space. Make peace signs with your index, middle fingers. Hook your big toes. Take an inhale, glance out. Exhale, fold in and flare your elbows out. Padangusthasana. If you're holding tension in your neck, nod your head yes, shake your head no. Release your fingers from your toes. Find downward facing dog. Let's lift the right leg up. Lunge the right foot between your hands. Drop the left knee to the floor. Release your left toes. Scoot the left leg further back. And then we're going to find our pigeon. Walk the right foot to your left hand. Drop the right knee to right hand. Go to your forearms, lay all the way into it. If you need to put a block, a bolster, or a towel, or a pillow underneath your right hamstring, that's always a nice option. Otherwise, you can go to your forearms. We'll be here for a good minute, maybe 2. Breathe. Let's come onto the hands. Let's tuck the back toes, find downward facing dog. You can pedal it out. Let's lift the left leg up, lunge the left foot between the hands, drop the right knee, release the right toe, scoot the right leg further back, then find your pigeon. Walking the left foot to the right hand, dropping the left knee to left hand. Using a prop if you like, otherwise we settle in. Coming down the mountain. Let's come onto your hands. Let's tuck your right toes, pick up the right knee, find downward facing dog. Once you've pedaled it out, let's lower your knees to the floor, cross one ankle over the other, sit behind your feet, swoop your legs through to the front. So extend your legs straight out in front of you. Take the sole of your left foot to your inner right thigh. Let the left knee drop out to the side. Now move your glutes back. Move the bottom of the right thigh out. Take an inhale, reach your arms up. Then exhale, turn to face your right leg and fold forward. Forehead to knee pose, Janushirshasana. You can let your spine round out if you like. If you want something to rest your head on and you have a block at home, you can always take the tallest side of the block, or maybe the medium side if you're really flexible, and place it close to the right knee on the inside of the right leg, and you can rest your head there. You can also use a rolled up towel and drape it over the right quadricep. So many ways to get creative in our practice. Otherwise, we just sit. We just hang with the pose. Slowly come on up, and we'll switch sides. We extend the left leg out, take the sole of the right foot to your inner left thigh, let the right knee drop out to the side. Inhale, reach your arms up, then exhale, turn to face the left leg and drape forward. Use props if you like. And from here, you can come on up, extend both legs out in front of you. You can give your legs a little shake. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward, Paschimottanasana. Even here, if you want something to rest your head on, you have a block, you can open your legs hips width apart, take the block, the tallest side, right between the inner knees and thighs, act as like a little kickstand for your forehead to rest. Or you can always roll up a big towel and place your face there. From here, you can sit up, scoot forward, And let's lay on your back. Bend your knees, set your feet on the floor, heels to the butt, plant the palms. Let's inhale, lift the hips. You can interlace your fingers underneath the back, tuck the upper arm bones underneath you. The tail draws towards the space between your knees and your inner thighs roll down. If you want a deeper back bend, you can always take upward bow Urdhva Dhanurasana as an alternate. Take an inhale, lift a little more. Then exhale, come on down. Hug the knees to the chest. Happy baby. Take your arms split between your legs. Hold the outer edges of your feet. Pull your knees down by your ribs. Feet are wider than hips. And hug the knees to the chest. Keep your knees into your chest. We'll take your arms out to the sides like cactus arms, elbows bent. Cross the right knee over the left. Maybe hook your right foot under the left calf. Look to the right and drop both knees to the left. Eagle twist. Supta Parivrita Garuda Asana. And switch sides. Bring your knees back up into your chest, untangle the legs, hug them with the arms. Place your forehead onto the knees. Take a very big inhale. Hold your breath. Squeeze everything, all tension, all stress into one tight little ball. Let it all go. Sprawl open. Shavasana. You've arrived. Shavasana is supposed to be not sleep, nor being awake, but a waking sleep. It's neither here nor there. We're like in a state of limbo. A place where we are the witness to our body, our mind, versus being an active participant, hanging out on the outskirts. It's like taking a pause on life. Let your body rest. Jayatam Srimate Katyayani Devi Dasi Kripa Abdaye Pratita Nambando Radha Krishna Pada Kamalaya Devi Jaya Jaya Namo 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 Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasudeva Gaurabhakta Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasudeva Gaurabhakta Tapta Kansha Gourange Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Suti Devi Pranamami Hari Priye. Take a big inhale through your nose. Hold your breath. Let it go. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, bring movement back to the body. With your eyes still shut, roll over to whatever side you like. With your eyes still shut, let's come up to seated. Sit up tall, take your hands at prayer in front of the heart. Follow your breath. So many things in life we put off for a later date. I'll start that on Monday. I'll start that at the end of the year. I'll start that in 5 years. It's especially true when it comes to our spiritual life. I'll start meditating and reflecting and engaging all that stuff when I'm retired. But in yoga they say the time is now. That procrastinating is something that will greatly hinder and impact where we go. And even if it's just a little bit of time every day, 5 minutes, to be contemplative, meditative, to ask those metaphysical questions of who am I, what is my purpose, why do I exist? To address those deeper things that are the undertone and undercurrent to existence, and to seek out the answers. That alone will make us take big leaps and strides in our spiritual practice. Food for thought. Take a big inhale. Hold your breath. Let it go. Namaste. Thank you all for practicing with us.